The reduction of social circles in later life is not merely a consequence of aging, but a critical psychological shift towards prioritizing profound understanding and authentic connection over superficial engagement. This period marks an inevitable internal analysis where external distractions recede, compelling individuals to precisely identify what holds genuine weight in their lives and what must be consciously discarded. This acutely pragmatic question arises for everyone acknowledging life's finite nature: how to cultivate an environment that guarantees support and harmony during the final segment of existence. It is not a rhetorical inquiry, but a deeply practical one. Its resolution demands an immersion into the fundamental nature of human bonds, the purpose of being, and the inherent characteristics of advanced age, as superficial answers prove ineffective. This awareness of temporal limitation initiates a deliberate search for specific answers regarding the composition of one's social environment during this concluding phase. The emergence of this critical question is invariably driven by profound transformations in one's perception of both the world and other individuals. Empirical observation confirms that after traversing a substantial portion of life surrounded by numerous people, friends, family, colleagues, sharing laughter, disagreements, and labor, many discover in later years that previous connections have attenuated, dissolved, or distanced. This necessitates a reevaluation. Who merits retention in one's immediate circle when life's tempo decelerates and daily rhythms become quieter and more measured? Former convictions regarding the importance of a vibrant, stimulating social environment are replaced by a discerning skepticism. A distinct need for inner tranquility, profound comprehension, and silence emerges. The pivotal question becomes, with whom can this evolving need be authentically shared? During youth, the selection of one's social milieu was primarily determined by the pursuit of those who stimulated progress, provided inspiration, energy, and intellectual challenges. However, it was rarely considered that these individuals might not align with one's evolving needs when life's pace inevitably slackens. Therefore, it is critically important to analytically determine what precisely constitutes value in human relationships during the stage of maturity. Indeed, tranquility and understanding become paramount. However, a common perception arises that these alone are insufficient. This often stems from tranquility being erroneously conflated with isolation. Furthermore, genuine understanding proves challenging to locate among those operating at a different life rhythm, perpetually hurried, or yet to confront the specific anxieties inherent to mature age. It is crucial to differentiate. Silence is not synonymous with isolation. Understanding does not always necessitate verbal articulation. Frequently, the sought-after presence is not one that speaks extensively, but rather one capable of simply being there. Advanced age is a period where verbal communication diminishes in primary significance, and silent yet conscious presence acquires immeasurable value. The pragmatic challenge then becomes how to select individuals who will not introduce agitation or superfluous anxieties into a life now calibrated for equanimity. The key lies in cultivating internal peace. This cultivated peace functions as a magnetic force, naturally attracting those who seek a similar state of being. The objective is to identify individuals prepared to harmonize with your established rhythm, rather than imposing their own. With advancing age, the value of simplicity intensifies, not ostentatious, but authentically sincere communication. Consequently, sincerity must become the primary criterion. Seek individuals who are honest with you and with themselves. Peace, understanding, and sincerity. These three qualities form the foundational elements for authentic harmony in the latter stages of life. The integration of these principles precipitates an internal transformation, deepening one's perspective and cultivating a profound sense of calm. It leads to the realization that advanced age should not be characterized by a cacophony of events and myriad voices. The priority shifts unequivocally from the quantity of one's social circle to its quality. Superficial conversations induce mental fatigue. Far greater value is now attributed to the opportunity for shared silence or the reception of sincere words devoid of pretense. This constitutes a natural psychological developmental process. Youth inherently gravitates towards bustling company for the purpose of self-identification within the world. whereas maturity seeks periods of solitude for profound introspection and comprehension of that same world. The initial apprehension surrounding loneliness, often perceived as a dark and oppressive state, is transmuted into a reasoned understanding. Solitude can be illuminating and constructive, provided that inner peace is firmly established. Maturity signifies a period for the deliberate selection of those with whom to share this acquired peace. These companions need not necessarily be long-standing friends. What holds greater importance is their capacity to understand you in the present moment, unburdened by past narratives. The more you exemplify internal harmony, the more effortlessly others will integrate into your sphere, as your energetic resonance naturally attracts congruent vibrations. This process facilitates the recognition of truths that were previously evident yet remained unperceived. Peace and silence are not passive states of being. Rather, they serve as active instruments for discerning and attracting truly significant individuals into one's life. Silence functions as a potent instructor, granting access to one's authentic self. The ingrained habit of attempting to fill internal voids with external noise serves as a mechanism to defer the inevitable encounter with one's own inner being. In mature age, this self-confrontation becomes unavoidable. By learning to embrace and accept oneself within silence, you transform it into your most reliable ally, rather than a source of discomfort. Understanding, in this context, is not an attempt to alter another individual, but rather the capacity to accept them precisely as they are. Silence actively develops the capacity to listen, while understanding enables the deeper faculty of hearing. Their synergistic combination establishes the bedrock for forming the most profound human connections. The search should not be directed towards those who endeavor to fill silence with incessant discourse, but rather towards those prepared to share and genuinely value its profound presence. Maturity represents a stage of conscious excision of all superfluous elements, retaining only those individuals capable of deepening one's life experience rather than merely amplifying its external volume. Frequently, such profoundly impactful individuals are already present, but remain unnoticed due to the pervasive distraction of extraneous noise. One's social environment should functionally resemble a robust tree, its roots anchoring deeply into the earth and its branches providing mutual structural support. This collective must serve as a source of sustenance, enriching life rather than depleting it. Numerical quantity holds no intrinsic value. Even a single individual can constitute a complete and sufficient support system, provided their presence is fundamentally motivated by reciprocal reinforcement rather than self-serving interests. Should connections with previously significant individuals have diminished or been lost, it is advisable to actively attempt their restoration. Maturity is a period conducive to the release of past grievances and the intentional opening of relational doors. The ideal social environment should comprise individuals who comprehend that this phase of life is dedicated to tranquility, not to further agitation, and who are genuinely prepared for this transformative transition. This profound understanding fundamentally reconfigures previous anxieties and fears associated with aging, which was often erroneously perceived as a period of inevitable losses. This realization leads to the conclusive insight that maturity is not an endpoint, but rather a distinctive new beginning. It is the period when the torrent of life's river decelerates its vigorous flow, becoming expansive and deeply profound. Within this depth resides a concentrated wisdom, uniquely transferable to those just embarking on their own journeys. The individual thus transitions into a guide. The overarching objective of advanced age is not the relentless pursuit of external attributes, but the attainment of profound inner harmony. It presents a singular opportunity to embody and exemplify this harmony for the benefit of others. Consequently, advanced age is not a burden, but a designated time for the deliberate harvesting of the accumulated fruits of an entire lived life. These invaluable fruits must be shared judiciously with those who possess the receptivity to listen and comprehend. The experiential knowledge thus acquired becomes the definitive key to a level of understanding previously inaccessible. Silence, imbued with profound meaning, demonstrably illustrates that advanced age is not a terminal phase, but rather a new, elevated manifestation of the life journey itself. It is a designated period for radical self-acceptance, the cultivation of profound inner peace, and the selfless impartation of one's accumulated wisdom to others. In this intricate synthesis lies the true enduring richness of life.